everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a really fun video I have planned. So I wanted to share with you all some top names that we are considering for baby number 3. So if you're new to this channel and you don't know much about me, I am a mom of 2 small kids. My oldest will be 4 this year, and then my daughter is, my son will be 4 this year, and then my daughter is 2.5. And we're expecting baby number 3. So baby number 3 will be later in 2019, December timeframe. So we're really excited. And so I wanted to take a moment to get out that baby name list that we've kind of kept over the years and see if any of those names on that list still resonated with us. And if not, let's add to that list. So that's what the purpose of today's video is. I'm going to share with you our top 10 names that we are considering. We may or may not use. I don't know. We will have to see. But I have 5 girl names and 5 boy names. So I'm going to just go ahead and start. I do have a piece of paper over here that I will look at every once in a while just so that I don't forget exactly what I'm trying to share with you. Okay, so let's start. Should I do boy, girl, or should I do all boys, all girls, or all girls, or all boys? Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to alternate. I will share a girl name and a boy name and kind of give a brief reason why it's on our top. And okay, I will be honest, these are more like my top names. I did throw in a couple that my husband really liked to kind of round out the list, but not necessarily my top names. Okay, so for a boy, one of my top names is Reid. So I don't know why I like this name Reid. I think it might just sound really nice with our last name. It also kind of fits. So that was another thing. I was thinking about kids' names. It's no longer which name do you like, but which name sounds good in the lineup. So we have Davidson is our oldest, and then Sloane is our second. Davidson's a boy, Sloane's a girl. So Reid seemed like it really fit in there. I guess you could say that some of these names could go either way, but I was thinking more Reid for a boy. Okay, top girl name, Layton. So I really like the name Layton. I think it sounds so pretty. I also like I like the name Lee as well. And so when I think about the spelling of Layton, it would be Lee, like the traditional way you would spell that for a girl. I just really like the name. A lot of people are using it. They're changing the spelling though. So I don't know if we would actually use this one. It's maybe a little bit too popular. I'm seeing it too much at preschool, but it is on my list for a girl. Okay, number 2 for a boy, Grayden. I'll let that sink in for a minute. Grayden. There's a couple of ways you could spell it. I really like it. It's a little bit different than your traditional Grayson, which Grayson was on our list back with our first pregnancy. When we found out it was a boy, we considered Grayson and Jackson. Neither name really stuck, and then we kind of landed on Davidson. So my husband's name is Brian David. We went with Davidson Brian as a way to honor him without being like a typical junior. But now that we have a name that ends in S-O-N, my husband isn't really thrilled to have another boy with an S-O-N name. Like, he didn't want Davidson and Grayson, so we're looking for other alternatives because we really do like names that incorporate gray. So Grayden made the list. Girl name number 2, Reese. So, of course, you think Reese Witherspoon, which she's awesome. So there's no negative connotation with that name. I liked it because it was short and a little bit unique. I wouldn't say edgy, but definitely unique. Sloane is like that. We don't know many Sloanes. I know like one other Sloane in my entire life. And it's a short name. I thought Davidson, Sloane, Reese, it just sounded good. Reese really stuck with me. All right. Boy name number 3. This name again could go either way, but I was thinking boy, Carson. So not Davidson, sorry. So Brian's older sister is named Carson. She goes by Casey. And I always like pulling in family names. I really like Carson. I thought Carson would be great for a boy or a girl, but Carson is the name for a boy if it is a boy, maybe. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what we will do. Okay, girl name number 3. Graylee. Okay, another name I feel like I have to let just sink in with people for one moment. So it's a little made up. I'm gonna give you that. Kind of going along the lines of like the Grayden for a boy. I really like the Gray, so I was like, how about we do Graylee? And my husband was like, where does that come from? And it also kind of goes back to the name, like I like Layton, and I just like the name Lee. It just spells out really pretty. There's lots of loops. It's very feminine looking. And I was like, well, why don't I just put those two together and form a new name? And this is where my husband and I don't really meet eye to eye. He thinks that's just a little too unique. So I don't know if we'll actually use Graylee. I think it's beautiful and it's unique. So hopefully someone out there is using that name. Boy name number 4, Yates. This is not a favorite of mine. I added it to the list because my husband loves it. He thinks it sounds ultra preppy and Ivy League, and he just was like, oh, that will look so good on a resume. It's not sitting with me. I really doubt that we're going to use that name. Girl name number 4. This is also a pick of my husband's. Paige. Nothing wrong with the name Paige. It just doesn't do very much for me. I do think it's pretty with our last name. I think it would fit fine with the lineup Davidson, Sloane, Paige, but it's not really do anything too special for me. It's a name that we'll consider. My husband loves it so much. I will keep it on the list, but I think that this one will probably fall in the not use versus the, yeah, we might use pile. Last name for a boy, so number 5, Wells. I stumbled upon Wells when my husband was really set on this Yates, and I was like, well, I'm not really feeling Yates, so what would be similar in like style and also be a short name that goes with our long last name that he might like? And I stumbled upon Wells, and I was like, oh, that's actually really pretty. Like, we put that with our last name. Wells would be a really great name. My husband liked it, so we threw it on the list. So Wells is our 5th name for a little boy. So finally, girl name number 5, Harper. So I think Harper is such a sweet name. It's so pretty. I think it sounds great with Sloane. So Sloane and Harper, I can just see them running around. Davidson, Sloane, Harper, like it just seems like it really fits. The only thing about this name that puts it towards the end of our list is the popularity with it. So I feel like there's a lot of little kids right now running around with the name Harper, and while it is so cute and precious, we do typically go for more unique names. I mean, I don't know anyone else named Davidson. Sloane, there's not like a ton of those running around. So I don't know if it's going to be unique enough for us, but I think it sounds really pretty in the lineup. So we're going to keep that on our list for our top girls. And there you have it, folks. So that is our list of our top 10 baby names that we might be using. We may or may not use them. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see which name actually makes the cut when we find out the gender of the baby. But I wanted to go ahead and share with you. Maybe this will give you some inspiration if you're thinking of some top names. All of them are great and wonderful. So I think they're cute. That's why they're on our list. But if you really like this content and you like my other videos, I do a lot of pregnancy updates now that I'm pregnant, but traditionally I do more like cleaning videos and just kind of talking about mommyhood. Make sure you hit subscribe and check that notification bell so that you get notified every time there's a new video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!